Hello, this is regarding TELUS, which is an absolutely poor, uh, unprofessional, unethical company. I thought ICBC was the only one, but I think TELUS is someone who could we could put at par with ICBC. These guys would be so uh, much customer friendly, so much like they like to convince us with their marketing tactics when we have to install their devices in our homes. Unfortunately, I became an unfortunate client of TELUS by having their home security and internet. The installation of these things itself was not these guys showed up after the time frame, and then there was an issue with the billing, which I had to fight with all the customer service billing department for 1.5 hours to bring down the bill, because they charged me like $300 or something for my first bill, which is not supposed to happen, which should come around only around 150 which something. They charged me $300 almost for my first bill, and it was insane, and they never agreed that it was their fault. And now I have to tell you this story. The reason I am coming into this video is because for the last 1.5 weeks, the app, the garage opening app, in the TELUS home security app, that there's an option to open the garage using your cell phone, and the app is not working for the last 10 days approximately. And I called them to tell the issue. The troubleshooting agent and we did all the troubleshooting steps to check if the garage opening problem would be fixed, but unfortunately it was not fixed. And then after so much discussions and all those things, they gave me a schedule which is for today, that somebody would show up at my door between 9 and 11 a.m. To fix the issue, because it's a problem with TELUS. They won't charge me anything. Otherwise there's a fee, and if I'm not there at home, there will be a fee when these guys show up. And guess what happened? They have been sending me a reminder text messages that, okay, tomorrow this guy will come at 9, between 9 and 11 a.m. Somebody above 18 years should be there at home, otherwise this is gonna happen, blah 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 blah. And I was totally fed up of their reminders. That's fine. If they're sending me such reminders, they should have the courtesy to show up, right? Guess what happened? At 10:15 a.m., I received a message, message from them. It's something like, due to some inconveniences, they cannot show up. They are hoping to show up before 5 p.m. And I called them back, and I told them, because you guys gave me the schedule, you are making the inconveniences. What do you expect me to do? To wait the whole day hoping that somebody would show up? You should check with that. You should check with the company. I'm not jobless here. I'm a family man. I have a kid. I have a spouse. I have a wife. I have things to do, right? I have to go out. I should take my kid for some outdoor activities. I have to take my wife for work. I have to do things. I have to do that. I have things to do, and they are expecting us to be at home without any further promising updates. What a great company. Around 10:15 a.m. I phoned somebody at the TELUS support, and I told the whole story. And then they tried to connect with a tech guy who was supposed to be here. Then they couldn't get a hold of that person. And then like half an hour ago, I phoned again and asked them what's going on. And then another agent put me on hold, and I assume he checked with the team what was going on. Unfortunately, he's not allowed to reassign another tech guy to show up at my door. What he learned from them was the actual guy who was supposed to be here got sick. That's fine. Everyone gets sick. It's winter. Even I get sick. Everyone gets sick. That's fine. I acknowledge that. And they had a client had to call them repeatedly to check the status of the repair work they were supposed to do at my home between 9 and 11 a.m. today. I had to call them repeatedly to check what happened, what's going on. TELUS should learn the courtesy of letting your customers know that, okay, the tech guy got sick. That's why we have to arrange another tech guy to show up, and it will take time. That's a very simple message they can send to their clients, right? Instead of doing that, they kept sending the message, okay, this guy will show up at this time, blah, 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 blah. All the reminders and all the inconvenience messages. What for? They are expecting us to be at home without even knowing a proper timeline of like when are they supposed to show up. And now the agent told me any time before 7 p.m. What do you think we are doing? We are jobless here. Huh? Clients are not jobless. We are not your slaves to just be here and wait for you guys indefinitely. We are not. We have other things to do. Maybe you are jobless. Your agents might be jobless. Your tech guy might be jobless. They don't want to work. They just want to have a good time on a weekend. That's fine. But we are not. We have things to do. And I told these guys blatantly, like, I am going out after this timeline. If they want to call me and ask me if they want to come at any time, if I am at home, I will take the call. Otherwise, I'm not taking the call. I will leave the garage open for them for starting their work. And I hope, and I might come back before they finish their work, because I have things to do. They cannot expect their clients to be at home 24/7, because we have been struggling for the last 10 days. Every time when we have to go out, like roughly 2 to 3 times, we are doing it every day. We go to the garage, manually open the garage, take the car out, exit the car, and enter the garage, close the garage manually, and then use a side door to exit the house, and then go back to the car. And when we come back, we use the same way. Stop the car, walk into the garage using the side door, open the garage manually, go back to the car, get it inside. So this is not a feasible option that we can do every day, especially when it's snowing. That's why we have an automatic garage opening system. And for the last 10 days, it hasn't worked. And roughly 3 times, one side, 3 times else, like that, which means 4 to 6 times a day into 10 days. And they are even asking me if I want to reschedule it. What a brilliant, bombastic idea. If I have to reschedule it, it will take another week to get another appointment. That's how brilliant these companies are. You know what? This reminds me of something. In India, there are local governing bodies in every panchayat, in every municipality, like the village office or something. Like, these acts in Canada reminds me of those offices back home. Like, we have to run behind all this. We have to follow up every single day. We have to ask them what's going on. And then finally, after all the troubles, they will show the courtesy to tell us what's going on exactly. This is like, if this is the case in Canada, why am I even here? I can just go back to India and deal with the same shit, at least at the comfort of my own locality, the people I know, the community I've lived for 20 plus years, right? That's what I can do. I don't have to deal with these people here who is actually trying to follow what a local governing body would do in a third world country. So finally, if you can afford somebody else, or if it's a local guy or someone, don't go with companies like TELUS. Unfortunately, I am on contract. That's the biggest mistake I made. Unfortunately, I'm on contract, and I am hoping to end the contract as soon as possible, and then move to somebody else who has more reliable customer service and tech service. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.